Hey, it's your boy Black.
Oh shit! Never mind. Hey, hi, hey guys, how you doing? I'm gonna turn this way a little bit. There we go. How's it going, guys? Okay, so just to pause for a minute. I don't think this is gonna be a Dro solo edition. Shang seems to be just stuck in a bit of traffic, but he will be here. But in the meantime, in between time, I am 3 minutes and 50 seconds away from cursing. But that being said, you know what it is, man. Savage AF, welcome to it, y'all. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. I'm your boy Black Pedro. Again, Shang, I do believe, will be in the building. Just caught in a bit of traffic. You know, we have that sometimes in LA. But that being said, you know, traffic or no traffic, we try our best to get here for you guys Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. If you ever miss us live, oh shit, I gotta hit buttons and stuff that I ain't even used to hitting. But if you ever miss us live, you're an asshole. Okay, I don't know how else to tell it to you. Okay, you're fucking no. Okay, I get it. Life happens. Maybe you got stuck in traffic too. But that's why we have our YouTube channel, youtube.com/C/SavageAFWorld. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You see it right there. All right, man. Yeah, so you make sure you get there. When you get to the page, make sure you're like subscribing, clicking buttons, making sounds like this. Ding. Ding. Yeah, that's how you stay notified, guys. Okay, so that's just what it is. All right. When we come on, that'll keep you informed and share that shit. Okay. Tell your friends about it. Don't be stingy. Okay. It's like drugs. You can't do them all by yourself. Stay active. Stay active on the pages. Listen, some of you, speaking of active, you're not on YouTube, right? Because you've been kicked off. You're a savage like us. That's why you're here. Okay. We get it. So you're on Facebook now watching us, right? Yeah, that's where you can find us. When you're on Facebook, look up Savage A.F. You want the periods in there, okay? Not just Savage AF, but Savage A.F. Okay? Kind of like K. You know what it is, man. And so we're there on Facebook. And make sure you're giving us the thumbs ups and the likes and all that. I'm gonna save you on one less graphic. I'm gonna give y'all one less graphic today during the pitch. You know what I mean? Just I don't want sensory overload because we do have some shit to talk about. But yeah, Facebook. Oh yeah. Also, man, I almost forget the most important thing in the world, in the whole wide world. But of course, it's not your newborn baby. You know what I mean? It's not your sweet Nana who raised you. They're not important. I said it. The only thing that's important. Instagram. You goddamn right. The IG, however you want to call it. The gram. I like to call it the IG. At Black Pedro. At comedian Shang, SHANG. You know what it is, man. So yeah, those are the IG handles. Get the numbers up and keep our numbers up, man. Because without them, death. Might as well jump out my second story window, hurt myself, not have the insurance to get it fixed, walk around with that funny ass limp, have some little middle schoolers make fun of me one day, and then I go to chase them around the corner and they all beat me with a stick and I die behind the fucking 7-Eleven. All because y'all didn't fucking follow me. So like, you see how life can turn that quick? Tell people about your boy. Oh man, see what happens when they just leave me here to talk by myself. Oh well, but you know what? This is a family. It's a village. Okay, could be an insane asylum too. But the Savage AF community, by the way, Savage AF, fuck your feelings. Facts matter. All right. I see y'all, my savages in the building. Nicole H, come on, girl. Hey y'all. Maya Baker, she's here. She's got her bags packed, ready to go, just to Africa, Senegal, Morocco, Ghana. Who's up for it? Let's talk about it. Tara Ellis, welcome to it. Good to see you. Kevin Keith, all right, man. Damani Jones, also repping for the fellas. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, y'all. Let's go. Twana, I see you as well. No other Miranda, don't act up today. Do that shit you did last week, girl. Okay, we got this shit on film. What up, though? Love you back. All right, man. So I'll just I'll get it started in here, which is not how that song was originally. That wasn't the original lyric. You know, they said a naughty word. But I'll get it started in here. You know, I'm still hoping and praying that we end with a Shangri today. But you know, if not, and you know, I'll let him tell you that when he gets here. But if not, yeah, we'll end with that Black Pedro popping for you today, because you know that dude's here. In the cut, baby. We in the cut right now. Stick around. We'll talk about it. Before we get into that, again, I do like to give this disclaimer that we do not have any true or identifiable or provable journalistic accreditations, myself, nor Shang. But we do ask hard-hitting, you know, almost assault level, interrogative statements towards the politics and social issues that are going on today. Yeah, we be talking shit. When we ask questions, it's like, motherfucker, say what? Something is subpar. Let's talk about this hunk of pipe that's at the bottom of the ocean with poor white folks just caught all up inside of it. Let's talk about it. But before we get into that, man. Oh, snap. Woo! You want to talk about a brother right on time? I mean, you want to talk about a nigga that show up right on time, man? Hey, man, listen. I'm going to let him pop in when he ready. But ladies and see, we built it right on up for you.
There you
right
go,
on,
man.
I had just done the run up minus Shangri, and I was about to hit him with that first topic. But you good, brother? You fought through that?
I'm
traffic?
good. Yeah, I got everything together. I know we Savage. I see the Savagers on there. Yeah, my Shangri is just that's just like when you're too tired to be too tired.
Sick and tired of being there. Too
You know,
tired.
what is it? Was that what I said?
I mean, no, that's one. That's one. It's.
Is it?
You said something different. What you said is different, but it reminded me of that essence, though. But he's too tired to be too tired. But actually, is a different. It could be a different energy, man. So let's talk about it when we get there. Again, Black Pedro is in the cut.
Yeah.
Say what?
Oh, by the way, everybody, the special engaged still in the process. Going to be a real hot thing to pick up. So when it comes out, we're gonna need all y'all support to make sure you check it out. You know, what I mean, I think it's gonna be hot.
Well, we're gonna talk about it. That's actually what my popping was gonna be about. Let's go.
Okay. I didn't know. So yeah, that's what.
Spoiler alert. But before we get into that, we are gonna start off today. We're on my Wu Tang. Woo, I should actually put my hoodie on when I do this show.
Well, yeah, it does add for more of a grimy Long Island feel.
Y'all, cash rules everything around me. Courts rule everything around money. Dollar bill, y'all. Yeah, these courts are ruling everything around money. That's what it's starting to show.
Well, I mean, everything is about money. I mean,
let me lay it out now. The SCOTUS, Supreme Court of the United States, and one of the justices, Alito, a conservative justice, surprise, surprise, has been found to have been taking money from a mega donor. But this is even different than Clarence Thomas, who was getting his money from a Batman villain. Ooh, sorry, sneeze time. But at least Clarence Thomas didn't see any cases that were tied to Harlan Crow. But in this instance with Alito, who is going on exotic fishing trips with this dude and used a private jet. He is also,
did you tell him about Epstein's Island? I don't know if y'all knew that. He
plane.
He was on Epstein's Island with 19-year-old girls.
I don't think that's
okay.
true.
That's not true. I don't know if that's true, but he did a lot. He did a lot.
Verified.
Right. It's not verified. I'm just saying he did a lot of fuck shit for some underhanded fuck shit. And there was a lot of stuff that he ruled on that actually leaned towards what this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The donor, has, he's given to what was it? To causes that were anti student loan relief.
Right.
So and the Supreme Court, took a look at that. So
he's a Batman villain. I mean, dude. He's a Batman villain. I mean, his name Crow is the Batman. Batman used to.
But that Harlan Crow is specific to it's specific to Clarence Thomas, but the guy that was giving or that has that Alito is friends with. I'm gonna pull up his name in the meantime, but it's a different donor, and basically Alito failed to. Claim, just like Thomas, claim any of these trips or fishing trips or the private jet, whatever. And but in addition to that, has also seen cases, and so he didn't recuse himself when seeing cases that were related to this donor and to this friend or whatever. So and Alito is just kind of out there, like, I think he's saying bullshit like, well, the plane was going where I was going and it was going to be empty anyway, so I just got up and didn't.
Hey, you know what? I was walking and I tripped and I fell into a pile of gold.
I fell into a grotto at the mansion.
Yeah, so it's all bullshit. Everybody knows Crow is corrupt because he uses these Supreme Court justices like pawns. He also has some other Supreme Court justices, not the high-end ones, but some of the local ones that he's already bought. And there was a list that came out of that. Now, I don't say he bought them, but he leased them. Is that a better way to say it, Pedro? He leased them for a period of time. So we know that that's going on. And I think that Clarence Thomas was just the tip of the iceberg of some of the right wing that have done it, because you never heard about, none of the Democratic leaning Supreme Court justices involved with a lot of these people.
We tend to talk about them as liberal or conservative, not Democrat or Republican.
Well, okay.
Because they're supposed to be, part of the problem with the court now is that they are supposed to be separate. They're a separate part of the they're separate from the political system, right?
They're supposed to be.
They are the judicial system. They are part of the legal system. But this donor who's giving shit to Samuel Alito, that I didn't know I was supposed to report that. His name is Paul Singer. And so this is a different guy, but these. So here, I guess here's the total shocking part is that we know that money is it's in politics, right? And our politicians are bought and paid for pretty much, all the way across the board. There are a few exceptions.
Well, there's a few exceptions.
I think
that
even it doesn't. Party doesn't even matter, right? So there's that part. So we know that's there, but to see it now, and there's always been the adage, the mob buys off a judge or blah blah blah. But to understand that it's happening at the level of the Supreme Court, and that they are the only courts in the land that don't have any ethics oversight or real rules around it, other than they're supposed to report these things on this kind of honor system schedule. It kind of seems like, but there's just they are supreme in that sense, right? They have nobody.
Yeah.
really overseeing them. And so calls right now are coming at Chief Justice Roberts, John Roberts, to you know, do something, because he is, you know, the Chief Justice of the court.
But he's not going to do anything. Why did? Okay, listen up. Hey, listen up, you bunch of gumps.
The pressure needs to
all
go.
right. I'm saying that, listen, these people that are in a position of power, that are supposed to be policing the people that are in positions of power, are not going to do it. They're not going to do it. It's a good old boys club. It's a bunch of people that's going, you know, I wash your back, you wash mine. I don't know why two motherfuckers is washing each other's backs, but that's what's happening. And so I don't think that anything will happen to these judges. The judges are appointed for life, and you have to impeach them. And you know the Republicans are not going to impeach anybody. They already showed that twice with Trump, and they knew Trump was fucking guilty. Even in the fucking deposition, they were like, wow, he's really fucking guilty. And they still went, but he's, you know, he's our president. I mean, you know, if you can call him a president.
You know, maybe with the redistricting of you know, some of these highly redlined, you know, states, that, you know, there's a hope that the Democrats can get power back in the House fairly shortly. Kevin Key says, like ushers in the Baptist church, you checking the congregation, but who checking the pulpit? Hey, mans.
Wow, what kind of old Baptist fucking saying was that?
Like, he's like, you got one hand in the plate, but who's watching the gate?
You know, you got your hand with a cookie, but who got the chips? I mean,
who's getting the nookie?
Yeah, like I don't know what you're talking about, but no, I know what you're talking about. I'm not as into the church. Last time I stepped in church, I burst into flames.
And the church burned around them. Shang stayed.
And then they told me, you know, get him out of here. But I think that if you look at
walk through like, Nicole, wait, real quick. Nicole says, you know, they all taking kickbacks. Now we don't know that, Nicole.
I think that the Republicans have shown they were taking kickbacks, and I wouldn't put it past the Democrats, because the Democrats are wishy-washy bitches. Or liberal, the liberals. You keep the liberals.
Well, and okay, so first of all, they're I mean, I think that's the complete opposite of what you know, because the majority of the liberals on the court are women, you know, Sotomayor and Kagan. So yeah. Oh, actually, and KBJ, Ketanji Brown Jackson. So
right. But did you hear what happened?
All three of the liberals are women, and none of them are wishy-washy, and I don't think any of those women are taking.
Okay, but you know what? Okay, number one, I don't know if you knew this happened, but he actually he called her one of them. What's the lead on the Supreme Court? The white dude. John Roberts. I think that's him. He called the only black Supreme Court justice a nigger wench. I don't know if y'all knew that.
Well, she's not the only black one. She's the only one who knows she's black.
Okay, and then the other Sotomayor called her a wetback and go back to your country.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you know that or not. One, he didn't say that. But this is what they feel about them. This is what the right wing says about them. The right wing, because they are right wing leaning judges. The bottom line is that's how I feel about them. So I think that if they did something like that, they would swarm down on them like locusts. The bottom line is the Republicans haven't said a fucking peep about this situation. They don't like to talk about it. I don't see them wanting to have all kind of hearings pertaining to this situation, because they know those judges are right leaning. If they were about the fucking business of actually holding people accountable, then they would do that with these judges too, that happen to be right leaning, or like you said, they're not liberal or conservative. They don't ever pull the conservatives' fucking coattails. So they're full of shit. And anybody that is in the feed that don't agree with me, that the Republicans never really, you know, when their dirt is dirty, dirt ass dirt, they rarely say stuff because they ain't about nothing. They don't got no policies. Name a fucking Republican policy other than tribalism or fear.
Tax cuts for billionaires.
Tax cuts for the 1% of the 1%. They're full of shit. So anytime you see a Republican, and nothing wrong with sucker punching people. I used to think that was some punk bitch shit, but I think in their situation, because we know all the dirt they did and some of the stuff they did, and they're tied into the big pharma and they're tied into big oil, just like some of the Democrats or one of the Democrats in West Virginia, that piece of shit place. I don't understand why a meteor hasn't hit that bitch and wiped it off the planet. But wow! And if anybody's a West Virginia follower on here, I was talking to you. Move out of that bitch. All right.
Knowing you guys. Sorry.
Yeah. So eat your plate of coal and get the fuck out my face. I don't like none of you bitches. That's that goddamn coal in my goddamn coal. Now, what did Nicole H say?
She says, if you were in a position of non-impeachable power, would you take kickbacks? I would. Well, here's, I mean, yeah, that.
Wow.
That absolute power corrupts absolutely, but
you are corrupt as shit.
But what I would say, Nicole, is that it's not that the Supreme Court, any given justice is non-impeachable, right? Like they could be impeached. It is a process, obviously, but I think before we even get to that level, or the reason, or the way to that impeachment phase would be having an ethics oversight, and therefore you'd have some body of people overseeing the justices' behaviors and things like that, and interactions with people, and when they are in violation,
they ain't gonna do it.
Rather than having the court having to regulate itself seemingly through the Chief Justice is
it's really gonna be difficult. And that's their new hit song, Delusion. It's not gonna fucking happen. Listen, people, all you people in the feed that follow Savage AF and the people that watch the show when we're not, they don't watch us live. I'm telling you right now, the whole system is full of shit. It's been a shit show. And especially the Republicans, even though the Democrats are a bunch of milquetoast, and I'm gonna just call them milquetoast, weak, spineless bitches, and don't know how to, when they're in a fight, to throw a hand back. I think the Republicans and the right-leaning, would you say right-leaning, since you can't really call them Republicans, Supreme Court justice?
So conservative.
So conservative fucktards. The conservative fucktards that are going against the will of the people, which what they did, because 89% of the people in the country are for abortion, and yet they still said, fuck you, feed you rocks, and take you swimming. We turning that shit over. And right now, the Supreme Court has already, some stuff's been kicked up to the Supreme Court where they're talking about the 6 week. You got 6 weeks to find out if you're going to have a kid or not. But they're going to make it, I think they're going to make it illegal. That's what I think. There's a difference between it being, restrictions. And I think the way the Supreme Court is going with their corrupt ass.
6 weeks, it basically does make it illegal. I mean,
it basically does. But I think that if they make it, no, you pregnant, you having a kid.
I mean, that's essentially what that it is, like, because most women won't even know they're pregnant at 6 weeks in, and by the time they find out, it'll be too late. So,
what did I say that never happened, Captain?
She said what Shang said never happened, Captain. I don't know exactly what that was a reference to, but we know what it is, man. So we need money out of politics. We definitely need money out of the bench, man, and
we need money in comedy. That's what we need.
We need somebody. Yeah, we need money in comedy, and we need oversight on for the Supreme Court. I mean, or maybe just take Supreme out of it and just call them, the big Joker court. For all our Spades fans out there, like, or just I don't know. Supreme, I think the power is going to some of these guys' heads.
Well, I mean, let me ask you this before we move on, because we will move on. I just feel like, are you surprised by anything anymore? Like, you young people that are on the feed, you're probably like, oh my God, I can't believe he did it. Oh my God, I can't believe he said that. Oh my God, that's like people. No, I'm not surprised. Like, I haven't been surprised since I found out R. Kelly was peeing on bitches. I mean, I was like, and even then I went, that kind of makes sense. Nothing surprises me anymore from the standpoint of corruption and the baseness of fucking human beings. You know what I'm saying? People were like prefer, like, I'll give you an example. During COVID, there were so many big like pharma, and there was people that was like, we'd rather you die than lose our bottom line. We'd rather people die than lose our bottom line money wise. So I'm not surprised by the Supreme Court getting kickbacks. I know Pedro did a couple shows where he got kickbacks, but he gave jokes. So there's a difference.
You know, I earned it. But yeah, we need that oversight, y'all, man. We're gonna keep it moving, y'all. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Black Pedro, comedian Shang made it in the building today. Listen, man, you guys know me. I try to stay level-headed and fair and balanced.
That's not true. That's not true. Listen,
issues.
Okay, I'm trying to tell you that's not true. He does not do that. There's things that I have seen him do that I would say categorically, unequivocally, indubitably, that Pedro has absolutely, positively stepped over the line. I'm just saying.
Well, guys, I don't know what to tell you. Shang might be right again because I'm just going to go out there and say it, but this is some of the whitest shit I've ever seen in my life.
And I mean white. I don't mean normal white. I mean White Walker white. I mean,
when I heard the details
absolutely
of this submersible.
Okay, G. Willikers, where did you get the information from?
Titanic. When I heard it, I said this out loud.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah.
So, Shang, what if I said, hey, man, I got a big ass metal pipe, you know, relatively big. It's like about big as a small size school bus.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Put the windshield on that bitch.
All right. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna get some little propeller motors, attach them to a video game console, and use that to steer this pipe with a windshield down to the bottom of the ocean where the Titanic is.
Yeah.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
You know who that is? That's your reflection, because that's the dead body.
I usually don't talk like this, like, oh, white people do this, black people do that. But goddamn it, if this ain't some white ass shit, these people, the dude who built this vessel,
were they all white?
Okay, so first of all, we're talking about this.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, I'm this for the audience, for those who don't know.
Well, you know, I'm in the know, nigga.
You know. But for those who don't know, I don't know where you've been, but a couple days ago, it's not even a submarine, it's a submersible. It went missing on its way down to go on a civilian tour of the Titanic wreckage. It's got the dude who designed it is piloting the ship. He's stuck down there. They don't know where it is. There's like a billionaire and his son, some kind of French explorer, and some other motherfucker down there. So each of these people paid like $250,000 to go die inside of a can of tuna outside the Titanic.
Wow.
Listen, man, this is some really, really white shit. Because listen,
that is racist, and I won't approve of it, Pedro.
Listen, I'm not saying black people would never ever be on a submarine or whatever.
I disagree.
Submarine, yes. This is a submersible. Okay,
there's a difference.
Not a submarine. This submersible. You know what else is submersible? A goddamn brick.
Right.
It is what it is. It is just a brick at the bottom.
A glass. When you put it in water and you put it to the thing, you got some oxygen in there in the air. But as soon as that motherfucker tip.
Bro, when they told me it was powered, when they told me it was steered by, and because they did a story on him some years ago on CBS, the motherfucker, it's a game.
Hey, what's up?
It's like an Xbox controller that he's using to steer the thing. Here's the other part, bro. What's up, Mama Mist? Listen, you cannot open this motherfucker from the inside. Like even if they were floating at the top of the ocean right now and we just can't find them,
they're dead.
They can't get out.
Okay, you know what? This is the thing I saw the story about it, Pedro, and it's fucked up. But this is why it goes back to cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. They said that so it's going to cost at least to get them out or to search for them $10 to $15 million minimum. Now that is what, $2 to $3 million per person. Five people, or is it 5 total? So the one guy said, "Are they worth $3 million each?"
Well, the one dude, literally, the one dude is a billionaire. So yeah, he's worth way more than that, technically, right? Financially, at least. Yeah, I mean, is it worth like go to SeaWorld? Don't they have underground tunnel things?
They have. I've been there, and it's pretty exciting.
Go to Atlantis at the Bahamas, man. Man.
Yeah, at what's it called?
Atlantis.
Atlantis. Yeah, I've been there. But no, the thing is, he started equating it to money. Like, so how much would it cost for us to really get these corpses? And I was like, oh shit. And when he said it, I was like, yo, this dude's got zero fucks. He lives at the top of Zero Fuck Mountain. He said it. How much would it cost to go down and get these corpses?
And listen, the other part is even finding it is somewhat of a mission impossible, because it's like I said, it's the size of about a small school bus, which is big relative to our bodies, but not to the ocean floor.
Right.
So it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. And then if they do find it, trying to get it to the surface. Nicole has happy ghosts. She's like, they are ghosts. They in the upper room.
Okay, so but if you were down there, you'd be like, save me. But guess what?
Wouldn't be down there, nigga.
Exactly. If Pedro said, man, I got these 2 tickets for this motherfucking submarine, the niggas runs it with a little PlayStation 2 controls. Come on, you want to go? We're like, hey.
He forgot to charge the controller before they left.
Yeah, and then they get down there and go, oh shit, I left the batteries.
Oh, okay.
We can't get out. I mean, I do okay, that's just like I used to do a joke about the person that tried to climb the mountain and never had no experience climbing mountains and never even called people to climb mountains. And he climbed the mountain, they found him up there frozen to a flag. I mean, dead as fuck. And I asked the audience, guess which race this guy is? It was a white dude, and it was really hard finding him in the snow because he was white. But I'm telling you, man, it's like brothers simply don't have that. I don't think we have that curiosity in our brain to be like, man, I wonder what the Titanic looks like as you put me in a little cup and go to the bottom of the ocean.
I hate to say it, and
does that make us cold-blooded?
Well, I mean, if it wasn't just a bunch of rich white people in a tube, I might feel, it's not like a bunch of Thai kids trapped in a cave, and I'm like, fuck y'all going in the cave for? With that, you want to see them come through. She said alabaster Caspers, it's a bunch of rich ass white people in the tube at the bottom of the ocean that they sent themselves down to. So it's kind of hard to be like, oh my God. But the reality is, I hate to say it, Nicole, you might be right here that
they might be dead.
They probably because look, man, even if they found him now, man, like last night at work, it was like 8 p.m. and somebody was like, oh my God, they said that the people in the sub only have 40 hours of air left. I was like, motherfucker, they said that 8 hours ago. Okay, you better do the math, bitch.
It's 32. And the mama miss,
like they down to 20-something hours now.
She said, I don't like cramped spaces. I don't even like wearing tight underwear, let alone in something I can't get myself out of. Like right, tight underwear.
Mama Miss don't wear no drawers. Mama Miss don't wear no drawers, girl. Well, all right.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, the most gangster shit I've heard for a while is when dudes said, now, how much would it cost to go get 5 corpses? And I was like, and the lady went, well, we don't know that they're going to be corpses. He said, chances are. I was like, how gangster is this dude? And he wasn't like, he didn't like say, oh, I misspoke, or he was like, no.
Again, they are probably less than a day away from air.
It'd be fucked up if they find them and save them, and then we say the shit like, And then he's like, yeah, you thought I was dead, didn't you? And he takes his billions of dollars because he watches this and says, I am going to crush you, Black Pedro and Shang. I will crush you with my billions of dollars. But guess what? This billionaire, you said there was one billionaire and his son, which in turn makes him a billionaire. So there's two billionaires.
I know there's a father and his son. I don't know. I can't remember if the father
but
is
but the
billionaire on the goddamn inside the tuna can.
That's why the billionaire has things set in place for him to, how do I put it? Leave the money to whoever else. Because guess what? He is a corpse. And I don't even use the word corpse, but God damn it, if this dude didn't say it. And this was on MSNBC, and the dude didn't hesitate. He didn't, and he started saying, like, doing the math, like, how much, like, the only thing he said, how much are we gonna spend on these idiots? How much money on these fucking retards are we gonna spend? Going down in a goddamn cup with a plastic seal on it, down in the depths of the ocean, and then we're surprised they got fucking stuck. Wow. You're just like the person that said, polar bears are white, and I'm white, and they probably understand me. As the polar bear killed the dude and dragged him down into the water and started eating him in the water.
Is this a thing that happened?
This really happened.
Oh, well. Well, there you go.
In fact, Joe Rogan.
This day in white history.
Joe Rogan, another moment in white history, in cracker history. The polar bear was on the land and they were on the float of ice. And you see the polar bear go down in the water. Then he pops up on another piece of ice, which is closer. And then they go, oh shit, he's coming for us. Pops down again, pops back up. Dude figures he could talk to him like they did with the like the velociraptors in Jurassic Park. He thought he could do like that because he said, I can communicate with these bears. I've dealt with grizzly bears. And actually, polar bears are actually worse than grizzly bears because they purposely will hunt humans. He jumps out the water, grabs dude, and you see like those films with the blood bubbling up in the water. He started eating him there. Then he pulled him up on the little ice thing and finished eating him while his boys watched it with a fucking camera because it wasn't shit they could do.
Hell no.
That is the same fucking thing where you get in a little tube that this motherfucker built on submarines for dummies.
It kind of looked like he had he went to a YouTube page. It was like, and I put it where?
Yeah, and it right there, and so I don't know if now you said it's white.
No, wait. So they did say that, like, I guess the actual pressurization of the tube itself and all of that was done scientifically in conjunction with like a university and somebody else. So, you know, apparently there was some science in there, but this thing had not been. Oh, here's the extra part. Here's why you can't really feel sorry for anybody in there. Sorry, but you know, the biggest gripe on it, and there were complaints from outside entities that this thing had not been tested properly and certified for the depths that the Titanic is at, which, by the way, is like 12,000 feet, you know, below surface. So there's that. So, you know, it wasn't certified to go that deep. And as a passenger, the company, the dude, makes you sign a waiver that basically says that like, you know,
we ain't supposed to be going this deep.
Yeah, you know, this on you. You know, it's on them, you know. And
you know, the submarine they had in the Avengers, they don't fuck with the Titanic.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker turns invisible. So why would you do it? Because you have a death wish, and that is it. Xbox controller.
She goes to the old MasterCard commercials. Xbox controller, $59. Plastic shield, $200. Crazy white people perish, priceless.
We're going to hell. Savage AF is going to hell for saying this stuff. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when I saw it, when I saw it and I watched a couple of interviews of people saying we're doing the best we can. We're getting all the money in order to make sure that we can go down and find these people. We're going to save them. God damn it, we're going to save them and make sure that they're safe and come back and breathe the beautiful luxury of oxygen.
No.
And I was sitting there going, dead honkies.
Oh well, and here's the other thing, dog.
Okay, I haven't used the word honky ever, but that is
because it's gonna end up being a Titanic 2 wreckage. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna find it one day, and they'll say that like them dudes. And I think it's just like all dudes in there. Like
right.
They probably got into some tribal shit. Somebody ate somebody. It's gonna be. They're gonna. It's gonna. I'm pretty sure it got wild in there, bro. Like they went Lord of the Flies.
That's one's gonna eat. It's gonna turn. I'm gonna eat my neighbor. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
He's like, we can get oxygen from his skull.
Is there any women down there?
I think it's all dudes in there, man.
Well, there's gonna be some graping. I can't, since we can't say that. There's gonna be some graping going on. Well, if I'm gonna die and I'm gonna suffocate, you might as well you better open up your mouth.
So yeah, man, you know, but that, you know, that's, I guess, if you're going out there and basically the owner of the company, the dude who built this thing, he you know, when asked about the risks of the, you know, vessel going that deep, his basic, I saw a clip of him, his argument was, well, you know, at a certain point you're taking a risk of getting out of bed, or, you know, walking to the grocery store, or driving down the street, or, you know, and I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, the equivalent of what you're talking about would be like driving down the street backwards with my eyes closed while drunk off of a fifth of tequila.
With no oxygen.
yeah, with my hands tied behind my back.
Are we wrong for making fun of these people? Because they were just trying to find some adventure in their life. And even though death comes to us all, maybe that was their thing. It's like, hey, it's death defying. I know people that like that. I don't like roller coasters anymore. Maybe when I was younger, I thought it was kind of cool. But now I'm like, I don't need no extra possibility of death. I've seen Final Destination. Don't need that.
It's coming for you. You said they're just looking for some adventure in their life. I think this is where one of the racial undertones comes in, for me at least.
Wow.
It's like Nicole H is like, facts. I got enough adventure trying to get to work every day.
That's true. Real shit.
Going down there, you know, it seems like a lot of white people have to go seek thrill and adventure. And for us, as soon as we step out the house, we like,
yeah,
run to the car, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the cop pulled me over and tried to shoot me just because I mouthed off.
Turn here, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, like like life is so stressful or adventurous for Black people in America that oftentimes we're not like, hey man, I want to be like if I wrap myself in steaks and then went swimming in the ocean with sharks.
I wonder what it would be like. I bet you it'd be fun and adventurous.
I think I can communicate with the shark. Yeah.
But that's what happened. No, that's what happened with the polar bear thing. The dude really thought he could, you know, do what they did, like mind meld with the polar bear, and the polar bear would understand him. I'm not joking. There was another guy that lived with grizzly bears, and they ate him too.
I think the polar bear did understand him. Like the polar bear was like, oh, this dude wants me to eat him. Cool. Like that's, you know, when you walk up to a polar bear, that can be your only goal is to get eaten.
Well,
like, you're not going to communicate with a goddamn bear.
Well, to a point.
Other than you keep walking over here, I'm gonna eat your ass. And you kept walking. So that's what the polar bear understood is, oh, great. Like you were DoorDash for him. like that motherfucker turned.
We're going to hell, Pedro.
For eats, dog.
We're going to hell making fun of the guy that got killed.
They're dead, Shang. Fuck them. They're dead. They'll never do these fucking.
I'm just telling you, man.
You got $250,000 to spend on your own death. Fuck you, man.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, they put $1.25 million inside of a tube and just sunk that bitch. Plus the millions. I'm like, yo.
So you don't feel no empathy for these people?
What if they can't find his PIN number, dog, for his account?
Oh, wow.
Billions froze.
So no empathy. You have no empathy for these people.
Like I said, it's hard. It's hard to. the man tells you this tube ain't really supposed to go this deep. Sign here, and you do that shit.
Yeah.
And obviously, it just doesn't seem like a good luck spot in the world. Like the place where like the biggest cruise ship ever made at the time sinks on its maiden voyage. Like, yeah, let's maybe stay away from that, right? Like, I'm not the most superstitious guy. But if we walk by a house, you were like, 17 motherfuckers were murdered in there the first time they walked in that house, I'd be like, next house.
Yeah, let's not go to that house.
You'd be like, oh, well.
But I'm telling you, the reason I'm telling you that there are people that are searching for them, and there's their family and the billionaire's family or whatever. They probably watch this show and think we're the worst people on the planet. We're mocking their family that was just looking for adventure, Pedro. Just looking for some excitement in their life, and they had $250,000 sitting around. What do we do with it? Do we help crippled kids, or maybe food for kids that are starving? No, we go on a submarine ride. Now,
I think Mama Miss though does bring up one point for me. I guess the one sad part is the dude brought his son, who appeared to be an older kid, maybe in his mid to late teens, or maybe early 20s, but
older kids died too.
Well, I'm just saying, like, we're taught to follow our parents. We look up to them. I guess the one sad part is to watch a parent lead their child into death in this sort of way.
But you know what, though? I see what you're saying. Mama. Hey, mama. Let me tell you something, mama. I see what you're saying, but I think stupid can be passed down in the generations.
Like, we just thin the herd, baby. That's all.
If he's old enough to go, yo, Dad, I think I'm gonna go with mom this time. Simple as that. I mean, there's a certain part of logic that this is not a good look. So, I mean, good luck to the people. They got 22 hours or oxygen. Tick, 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 tick.
They're turning Jack Bauer and shit. There's 20. It's an episode of 24.
Yeah. Imagine that, man. No, you know what I would do? I would just go to sleep.
Well, eventually you would have no choice.
But what I'm saying is, I would go to sleep before I go to sleep. I would be like, well, but I wouldn't do it. It'll never happen. I don't even like riding roller coasters anymore.
Everybody else in the tube would eat you. Yeah. Just be like, he sacrificed his body for us.
Yeah, and then they're dead. I mean, would I eat another human being if I was trapped in the Alps?
Hell yeah.
And I eat a motherfucker right now. Yeah. I wouldn't even need no goddamn Alps, nigga.
If anybody's watching that show, Yellow Jackets, that shit'll fuck your head up.
What is that?
It's on Showtime with Christina Ricci and like Juliette Lewis. Yeah, it's a wild ass. Is it
about cannibalism?
Well, not about that, but it's about it jumps back and forth in time between this group of girls, a girls' soccer team, a girls' high school soccer team, whose plane crashes in the mountains, and they end up having to do a whole bunch of shit to survive, and then the ones who survived their lives as adults, and there's some weird mystical element to it as well. So,
well, there's websites right now. I saw a video where there's websites where people, it's called human, where they eat human flesh, and they show you how to prepare human people to eat people. I'm dead serious. Somebody sent it to me on IG. I shall send it to you for you to see, to be frighteningly disgusted. There's websites. It's not like the lady said, this is not the dark web. This is right here. You can Google how to prepare a human being, and tons of websites. And there's a website for the elite. They said for the elite dining. I forget the exact terminology, but yeah. So I can see that. So the people in the submarine, I'm going to move on to the next thing. Probably going to either eat each other or just
What's the name of the restaurant they opened up? Hannibal Lecter's or something?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, I'll send it to you. But you never look in your fucking IG anyway.
I just scroll through and double tap on either big butts or pro black posts.
No, I'm talking about in your inbox.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, that's tough. All right. Well,
all right, we're gonna keep it pushing, man. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. I'm gonna give y'all a little something as I do. I'm gonna give it to you just like then.
Hey, hey, hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in, hey, 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 with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. Ha, man, you know what's poppin'? Meat. We in the cut, y'all. Oh, there we go.
I got it. Stop
we in the cut, y'all. Listen, man. Just got last night the a second line cut from my editor from my special. Black Pedro is engaged.
Gary Robinson, shout out.
Yeah, shout out G Rob. But yeah, man. So this will allow me to really, pick and choose, what shots and material and moments that I want in the overall final piece. So I was excited to get to this point. But, I was just sitting back today. I did a little post about it, but, just looking through the footage and, yeah, man, just really happy that I decided to, invest in myself as well as convince others to do the same and to put in the time and work and to, get to this point and to keep pushing through.
And he was funny too.
Yeah, man. But, I just wanted to take that time to, reflect on the process that I'm going through, share that with y'all. And maybe you guys can use that as some inspiration. If you have something that you've been thinking about doing or trying to do it. Just go, keep going. Think of a way.
I can speak about. I can speak about it.
I killed 4 people trying to get this thing done.
Well, it was
months.
It was 3. Stop it. The other dude survived.
They never found that body.
Yeah, no, but he got away. Yeah, because he's going to do a press release when that special's released. He's going to do his press release.
Don't kill anybody. I was joking about that part, but the reality is, man, there ain't no time like right now. So, if there is a project, whatever that might be, a goal, a dream, or whatever, set that goal, make a plan, make moves, go get it.
Right.
And, yeah, if the cops ask y'all about me, you ain't really seen me lately.
Yeah, I ain't seen him. I mean, I don't even know who you are right now.
If we can keep that all between us.
But I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in, and how about that? Pedro did a really good job. I'm hoping that everything works according to plan pertaining to the cut. So far, so good. Visually, it looks good. It's going to be a special that you definitely will enjoy, and it is very funny. If it wasn't funny, I'd be like, do not
burn that disc.
Do not, do not watch this nigga on his special.
Mama missed. It's not out yet.
They're still in the editing process, and also,
so we're
right. Editing. But the shoot itself is done, but everything else, it's so much more after you get it done. Color correction, sound correction, and everything. That every special you ever seen, everything is the same process. So, but when it comes out, we will definitely let you know. Pedro, who? Black Pedro. But Nicole H is on medication. The point is, we're gonna definitely let y'all know what the deal is. And when it comes out, I will make sure on my social media that on his social media that, on his social media he'll let you know, and we're gonna let you know. Wow.
And if you don't know, now you know.
You know.
Shang works for the government, so be careful. That's what Nicole's last comment was. Okay, she just out here snitching wild today. Stop. All right, man.
I know Shang, where you live at, Nicole.
Yeah, Shang, get us up out of here, man.
All right, make sure you check this out. Listen, y'all, this is the deal. I need y'all to make sure you subscribe to the channel. You subscribe to the channel, your life goes better, world goes better, your relationships go better. The entire thing that you do in your life becomes better. Now, what you see it scrolling down there, see it YouTube/C/Savage AF World. And when you get there, make sure you click with your goddamn fingers. Rate it, because rating it, I know you think you're done, but you ain't done until you're done. God. And the thumbs need to be thumbed up. Hey, Black Pedro on IG. Pow, pow.
I just thought of something really corny. You know how I love friends.
and at comedian Shang on Instagram. So
we need y'all thumbs, y'all, because it's summertime.
Yeah, we just gonna ride right past that. His special is good though.
2 miles an hour, so everybody sees you.
Thumb.
Summertime.
It's just getting worse. Yo, my Shangry for today. If this don't make you Shangry, nothing will. Listen, I know that I talk shit about the DOJ and I talk shit about because I think that
they've earned it at this point.
Merrick Garland's a bitch. I ain't gonna say nothing about Jack Smith because he'll stare you to your face. That motherfucker looks like he definitely has killed animals when he was younger, like me. But
younger, like when he was 29.
Like I'm talking about, yeah, I'm talking about a couple months ago.
Yeah.
But when I say that I embrace the song "Fuck the Police," this is the reason I say "fuck the police." This is the reason I think that the police need to be burnt to the ground and rebuilt. This is why I think the police need to be checked, and everybody needs to bring it out, the fact that they are absolutely positively racially biased and they are a murderer's row of murderers. Watch this.
Your driver's license. Give me your driver's license, registration.
Listen closely.
If not, you will not be going to work today. Simple thing, man. This is how you guys get killed out here, man. Registration and insurance.
Say that again.
Did he just threaten him?
Say what you just said. Registration and insurance. You don't want to give them to me?
Why we get killed? What we get killed for? Okay. You're going to be famous, though. You're going to be famous. Look at him. Got nothing on me. Pull me over and threatened to shoot me. Threatening to kill me. We're going to court, man.
Did y'all hear that? Did you hear what he said? Pedro, did you hear what he said?
Yeah, pretty loud and clear. He said
pretty loud and clear. That's why you guys.
That's how you guys get killed.
That's how you guys get killed out here.
Because if you don't hand us your ID
and registration, you deserve death. And you don't think the police need to be fucking retrained, rehire, make them go through some more mental fucking examinations to make sure that you check their background pertaining to any kind of racial bias on their social media or in their family members. I think that we need something a little bit more in depth, because this didn't sound like this was something that he accidentally said, a faux pas. This sounded like some shit that's the norm. Like, hey, this is why you guys get killed out here. This is why we shoot you, motherfuckers.
That's why I shot the dude last week.
Yeah, last week he didn't want to give me his license fast enough, so I shot him. Yeah, I shot him down. So, and by the way, that was from I Shot the Sheriff. But the point is, if you're surprised why black people don't trust white cops, if this is not an example of it, what else is? This is why you people, and we know what they mean by you people, get killed. He didn't say it, I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to say that. He didn't even apologize. Then he was even more aggressive, trying to slam the door on dude and all that other stuff. What do you think about these cops out here doing this type of shit? I think that if we got a compilation of all the different situations of videos of how the cops have done dirt, how the cops have done bad shit, especially this kind of threatening shit he just did, we would have a fucking case pertaining to overturning a lot of this fucking bullshit that they've done. A lot of black men that are in jail for no reason. A lot of black men that have been killed for no reason other than that cop's having a bad day and he don't like people of color. That's why I'm tired of seeing video after video after video of the police doing stuff they're not supposed to do. So let me know what you think in the feed, and also let me know what you think by making comments even after we get off the show. Let me know what you think. I think that this cop, one, should be fired, which he's not. Secondly, threatening remarks like that from somebody that basically works for us, there should be some kind of charges. And I also think that brother, that he should sue the police department. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And also he should be thankful to the gods that he did not get shot, because
his voice was like that voice.
An uppity Negro. He was
So
talking.
now you're going to shoot me? You're going to shoot me? Why you shoot me?
Yeah, they'll shoot you, dog.
Yeah.
I'm glad that brother survived that, but yeah.
Luckily, he survived it. Luckily,
you know what I say? Fire, rehire, bro. Like, get rid of all these cops and then make them try again, because y'all fucked up this first time.
Yeah, this shit is ridiculous.
Slave catching have not really gone well for us.
This is why you guys. This is why you people get killed. Think about that. This is a cop with gun, nobody around, other than the video the brother took and the video, the dash cam on him, because they still have to wear them even if you're a motorcycle cop. Think about that. This is what we have to deal with as people of color. I'm stunned that we haven't cracked from the mental and psychic terrorism of society pertaining to us, not only pertaining to police officers, society, when we're trying to just get through life. That's why those white people that possibly died in the submarine, the little makeshift submarine, you looking for adventure, just like Pedro said, it's an adventure to get from your house to your car and not have something happen to you. So
enjoy that.
That's my Shangry for today. I'm just tired. I'm tired of being tired.
Okay, WD says he got gated doors in addition to regular doors, so cops will never be able to get into his place easily. Hate to break it to you, partner. They got this tank with a ram on the front. Did you see?
Yeah,
out of Compton, that opening scene. Yeah, they'll ram through you. They'll look at me like, yeah, he's doing the gate and door thing. Yeah. Just bring out Titan. They got a nickname for him. Bring Silver out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
hey, apparently he doesn't know we got a new thing called the bludgeoner.
I mean, you know.
But did you? I mean, that video made me realize. If anything, it didn't make me angry as it made me go, ugh. Wasn't surprised. I was more like, ugh. And I bet you he still got his job. I went and did some research. Guess what? Still got his job. After saying that threatening remark over a fucking traffic stop, an unnecessary traffic stop, which they found out that even though he got the ticket was overturned because there was no reason for him to do it. So, yeah.
All right, WDMA says you haven't seen my house. Well, goddamn, my dude.
Well, goddamn.
He does have a Black Panther icon there, so
maybe we should leave him and Wakanda alone.
That's all good, man.
Yeah, you try to find his house, and it's like you go through an image thing.
It's like, but it's just a brick wall. All right, man. That's your Shangry for today. That's your show for today. Savage AF, fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Black Pedro, comedian Shang. We'll be back here tomorrow live.
3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for tomorrow. And also, if you happen to be around this weekend, we're gonna be in Vegas at the. That's me right there in a furry outfit. I'm gonna be at the NUW Cannabis Marketplace, the biggest cannabis marketplace in the world, in Vegas this Friday at 8 p.m. June 23rd. If you get a chance, and also we'll be at Dirty at 12:30 at South Point Casino, 12:30 in the morning, which would be, technically the 24th, which is still
nighttime.
Friday night, kinda. And then Sunday, I will be at the Improv in Hollywood, California for the Lit Show. So make sure you come check us out on the live shows this weekend. Me and myself and Pedro will be in Vegas. So make sure you check us out. We won't be doing the show Friday because we're going to be driving to Viva Las Vegas. So we'll see you then. And let them know what it is, man.
All right, man. Listen, very important nowadays that we get this right. All right. Step number 1, stay black if you are black.
Yeah.
Do not be black if you are not black. Just stay what you are and who people love you. And then most of all, speaking of loving you, keep your finger out your nose.
Yeah, because we can see you. Why do you think
somewhere? It's like bullets in the air. They're going to slip somewhere. So
boogers don't make you invisible. Stop it. We'll see you then.